Hi, welcome to a full-length Pilates workout where we are going to be focusing on rolling, and you'll see what I mean as we get into it. But I just want to point out one thing. I have double mats here, and I tend to do that if I'm on really hard floor, especially for rolling exercises. So if you ever feel a little bruisey or hard back there, just grab an extra mat or even get onto the carpet, and that might make you feel a little bit better. So we are going to get started with your feet out in front of you, seated. So I have my legs hip distance apart, and I just want to find a tall seat here. So I'm going to have my hands on my shins, and I'm just going to start to get both sit bones down nice and heavy. Now what I want you to do is inhale, and as you do, pull the knees apart slightly, and then exhale round and just bring the knees back to that hip distance. So inhale, open your chest, let the knees come apart, exhale round, and come back. Just doing a little warm up for our breath and for our spine, getting the hips involved. Good. On this one, just come back up to center. Bring your left hand to your right knee, your right arm comes up, and then reach it back. And we're going to find a twist. So inhale, lift tall, exhale, twist. And a couple breaths here. And let's reach that right arm back and then all the way up and just bring it to the other knee. The left hand lifts up, opens, bring it behind, and twist. Good. And then bring that hand all the way up, forward. Again, now leave the left hand forward and bring the right arm to meet it. So again, find yourself tall on those sit bones. I want you to inhale. And then exhale, curl from the tailbone first. Just feel like your hips are rolling underneath you. And we're just going to go back, I don't know, about a fourth or a third of the way. And then inhale and come right back up. Exhale, curl. Roll the hips under you first. The pelvis goes first. And then inhale right back up. If you need a little bit of help and support, you can bring the hands just behind the thighs, and you'll see this takes you right about to the right spot. Good. On this one, we're going to do the same thing. Inhale back, but I want the right arm to come to the right. You're going to turn and look at it. Exhale, back up. Inhale, left arm, and exhale, back up. So really kind of adding and building on that twist that we did at the beginning. Last one, reach back with the right, stay here for a couple breaths. So I'm pulling my hands apart. Nice job. And then come back up. We have another side to do. Left arm back, so curl the hips underneath, reach the hands apart, open the chest. And come all the way back up. Nice job. Hands come down. Straighten the legs. Bring them mat distance apart. Hands behind your head. Inhale. Let's continue to twist. Exhale, center. So any kind of movement we do for the spine, whether it be rotation, side bend, flexion, extension, all of that actually is going to help us roll a little more, which is why when I want your spine to start to roll, I don't just make it roll more. I throw in all of these other exercises as well. Okay, last one. To the right and stay here in little pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. Now from here, round forward. Come back up. Okay, I'm going to add to this. Side bend, back up, side bend the other side, back up. Okay, side bend to the right. Now go through the center, round, you're at the left, and then reach up. Other side, so to the left, round forward. You'll see I'm just moving in my upper back. Okay, I'm really staying still in that pelvis. So it's almost like kind of from my bra strap up, right? That's where I'm moving. Last one. And round and lift. Back up. Nice job. Legs glued together. Bring the arms out in front of you. So again, find yourself tall. Exhale, forward. Inhale, restack. Okay, 2 more like that. Reach your hands forward as you round. Almost feel like your spine is reaching back as your arms are reaching forward. So you're being pulled in 2 opposite directions. Okay, on this one now, we're going to go back. Curl your tailbone. Roll onto your back. Inhale, reach your arms behind you. Exhale, arms come up. Tuck your chin. Roll all the way forward. Restack. Let's come back down. Remember the towel trick. Okay, so if it's really hard for you to roll back up, go find a hand towel. Roll it up lengthwise and put it on your mat right where your low back is. And you're going to roll down onto it. And it's going to help you come back up, I promise. Come down halfway. Stay here. Drop the shoulders down. Right arm reaches to the right. Turn and look. Exhale, center. Left arm, I always hit this wall. And then center. You work with the space that you've got. Right? That's why we work out at home and have all these tips and tricks. We're all in the same boat. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Forward. Restack. Nice job. We're going to swing the legs around behind us and come up onto all fours. Spread those fingertips wide. Knees are underneath your hips. Exhale, round your spine. And inhale to arch. So take your time. We're going to do a few. If you need to, you can kind of take it to the side to stretch. Maybe wag your tail a little bit. Maybe do a cat and camel to each side. Good, we'll do one more. Nice, come back to center. Straighten that right leg back behind you. So find a flat back here to start. Then what I want you to do is we're going to do cat again, round, and pull your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, take it back, and arch. Exhale. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Last one. Reach it back. Now, flat back again. Find pulses. Pulse. Lift. Lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down. Nice job. Left side. So reach back. Find yourself flat first. And this is just where I take a moment to organize myself, to make sure I haven't just leaned over to the right, that I'm not in a weird position with my shoulders. Then I go into my round, and then my arch. So that's what I mean by purposeful movement. You're starting in the position you think you're starting in. You're ending in the position you think you're ending in. You haven't veered off the road into some weird sidetrack. Okay, stay here, flat back, pulse. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. All right, so you can stay with that version if that's enough for you. Otherwise, I'm going to take you to the next version. So what we're going to do is curl our toes underneath us. Lift the knees so that they're hovering. So already, this is quite a bit of work. So now what we're going to do is take the right leg back. So I want you to straighten the left leg and reach the right one up. Then come back in. The left knee hovers and the right knee rounds to your nose. So you're rounding. Then here, reach it back and think about your arch or your flat back. Round when you come back in. And last two. Really big exhale when you come in. Reach it back and then maybe let your hip open up and come back down. Nice job. And let's find the other side. So again, Spread the fingertips wide. So what did we say? Let's start purposeful. Your body's getting tired in this position, so let's reset it. Curl the toes. Lift the knees so that they're hovering. Left leg is out, so you lift up. And this is where I want you to just think about pressing into that flat back or even some extension. But then I want you to round in when you come in. So here, round, round, round. Pull the belly in. Last two. It's a good thing if you're feeling your arms working. Good. Hover, lower down, press it back. Good job. That was great work. Restack your spine. All right, so let's swing the legs around in front of you. So we're going to find a balanced position on our sit bones to do a little bit of rolling like a ball. And we're going to come back to this later. But what I want you to think about is gluing the legs together, leaning back so you're on the back side of your sit bones. And we're going to find a balanced spot. So notice the amount of space you have between your heels and your tail and between your knees and your chest. That space you want to keep the same. So we're going to inhale to roll back. Exhale, come up and find a balance. Okay, inhale. So what I mean by keeping that space the same is doing this is not what we want, okay? So you'll see when I do that, I'm getting all this extra space between my heels and my hips. So you want to try to maintain this shape. And when you come up, your exhale acts like the brakes to stop you. And when you go back, you're just going back to shoulder blades. Last one. Nice job. Feet come down. All right, one more version of that, and then like I said, we'll come back to it later. But what I want you to do is bring the left leg in, right leg's gonna be out, and we're doing single leg. Okay, so inhale, exhale. Think about the same thing. We're just gonna do 4 on each side. If you can, switch legs without resting your feet down. See how light or gentle your hands can be on your leg. Last one. Nice job. And reach and stretch it out. And let's scoot back and reach the legs out in front of us again. Inhale here. Exhale, curl, and let's roll back down. When you get to your shoulder blades, right leg comes in, left leg reaches out, and really squeeze the right knee in. So think about that knee to nose action we just did. Think about the single leg rolling. It all led us right here. Switch. So I really want you to focus on pulling the leg in and reaching the other one out. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees in. Roll back down. Nice job. I'm just going to make sure I'm still on my mat here. And then from here, I want you to straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. All right, so first we're just going to flex the feet and then point. So inhale, flex, exhale, point. If you're like me and you need to rearrange some things now that you're on your back, go ahead, because we're going to be here for a minute. Okay, last 2. And 1. Nice job. Keep the toes pointed. Slowly lower the right leg down and let it rest. Now what I want you to do, lower the left leg with it pointed, but then flex and lift it right back up. Inhale, point and lower. Exhale, flex. Lift it up. So I'm able to tap the ground without losing that control in my center. You might be able to and you might not. You might just be going a couple inches, and that's great too. Last one. Stay here. Walk yourself up the leg. Let the right leg float. Switch legs. 3, 2, 1. You should be on the right leg, so let the left leg come down and rest. You're going to lower down. Point the right toes. Lower it down. Tap. Exhale. Back up. So the pointing and flexing actually is a really nice way to get some gliding in your sciatic nerve. So that's some of why we do it along with ankle motion, but to me it's really more about that nerve glide. Last two, if you wonder why we incorporate that sometimes. Last one, stay here, we're gonna do another set. Walk yourself up, let the left leg hover, maybe pull that leg in a little more for a stretch. Good, and then switch. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Roll back down and hug your knees in. To do some of our side planks, it's actually usually not as hard as being down on the mat. Good, let's do one more, so we're just going for 4.